Hello Shane and colleagues, my name's Daniel. I'm one of the co-founders of CampusConnect, and I'm going to give you here a really brief overview of the CampusConnect mobile app system. CampusConnect tends to be pushed out at offer stage, so when your prospects receive their confirmation of offer email, there'll be a message attached to that saying, "Congratulations, you have an offer of a place at Hult International Business School. Begin your journey with us now by downloading our app, Hult International Business School CampusConnect." That'll link them through to a branded page such as this one for the University of Bangor, and they'll be invited then to go to the App Store or to the Google Play Store to download the native app. From there, they'll create a profile and they'll give us a little bit of information about themselves. So they'll tell us their name, where they're from, they'll be given a role on the app. Offer holders will be students. There's also the potential to have ambassadors and staff having profiles on the app. They'll personalize this by taking an image of themselves or having an avatar, a short bio about themselves, and then these fields here which are customizable for the institutions that we work with. You can capture information such as the subject that the prospect is applying for, what they're interested in, and potentially which campus they're applying to attend at, because I know Hult is a multiple campus institution. And we use that information in a couple of important ways. Firstly, we will connect those prospects up with others who share a similar profile. And this is really important because it gets people together who share, for example, the same course or similar interests, and it allows them to meet and to chat and to get that peer-to-peer support that's so powerful in the pre-enrollment phase. So I can click on any of these profiles here. Let's see about Jasmine. So she's from England. She is applying to English Literature and Creative Writing, and she shares some of my interests. And I have the option now of sending Jasmine a message. She'll receive that. She'll get a push notification to say that someone's contacted her via the CampusConnect system. And you can begin to build relationships and friendships months before you ever set foot on campus. The second part of the app, which is also the social side of things, is the more public chat group area. This is completely personalised, so you will see groups that are general and they're open to everybody, such as this accommodation at Bangor group. But you'll also see groups that are filtered. So my choice of course is creative writing, and that's why I have access to this creative studies and media group. You can see there's far fewer members in that group because it's filtered, whereas this one's open to everybody. So if I jump into one of these groups, you can see there's lots of chat going on. Just half an hour ago today was the last comment in the group there. Lots of questions coming through from prospects and responses from fellow applicants, but also from these guys who have a little blue star. They're student ambassadors. So prospects know that the answers they get from those guys are trustworthy because they're people who are already at the university studying. So lots of support here, really getting nurtured and getting your key questions answered, feeling part of a group, feeling part of the institution before you're ever attending there. Anyone who comments in these chat groups, you can click on their profile and read a little bit about them. So I can see that Daniel's a third year student, see what he's studying, see what he's interested in, and you can actually send him a direct message as well if you have a question that you feel he could help you out with. In terms of the filtered groups, they work in the same way. Bangor also have ambassadors who specialise in certain things, so Becky is studying English Lit, that's why she's been probably asked to join this group and to help support prospects who are hoping to study on those creative study courses. What we try and do with the chat groups and the DMs is to make them feel very, very relevant and very personalised. And we know that students are downstream from a tidal wave of communications that they're often unprepared to manage at the moment in terms of emails and messages. But this really should feel like it's for them. It's valuable, it's relevant, and it's contextualised. So they get in the habit of using this app on a day-to-day basis and getting the support and the answers that they need that way. On top of the social side of the app, there's also the potential to add content, and that's in two places: the newsfeed here and the guide. The newsfeed is dynamic content that updates regularly. The guide is more like a repository. It's fully searchable and it's set out chronologically from application through to enrolment. The content looks good. It's very visual. You can attach videos in there. You can have hyperlinks, one-click call, one-click email, and you can also use geolocation to show where things are, which is very useful, especially for international students moving into a new geographical area. Okay, so I'm just going to jump across now to the admin portal, which runs parallel to the actual user-facing app interface. I'm going to log in here to the University of Bangor system as an admin. So you can see notifications come through on the web app as well. The university staff would be using the system via the desktop rather than the mobile. And from here you can do everything from check who's on the app, you can search for specific students and send them a message, you can look at profiles from here, you can upgrade people to ambassadors. What we've seen is that year on year students, you get to know the top students who have really got a lot from the app, and they're often willing to stay on the following year as an ambassador. So you can really grow your ambassadors through use of CampusConnect. You're able to add chat groups. You can see there's a long list of chat groups here, but these will be filtered so that the user only sees ones that are really relevant to themselves. To create a new chat group, simple as give it a name, drag and drop an image, and then decide who you want to see it. So that could be just accounting students, or even just accounting students who are interested in boxing, to make it very granular and niche. Once you save the chat group, it's published then. In the same way, you can add video content, you can add document-based content. Usually you'll set up a few sections like they have here at Bangor, and within those you'll then add your documents. Very simple to add a document, give it a name, choose the section, drag and drop an image, and it's a markdown system, so you can copy and paste text into there and format it however you want. Again, you choose who you want to see that content, who it's available for, and you can decide to send a push notification and to make it sticky depending on how many eyes you want to see to be on that piece of content. You can add a map pin as well, as we saw before. There's an analytics side to the admin as well, so from here you can see how many students are currently live on the system. You get a whole list of users. You can sort by role, so you can see which of your ambassadors is performing the best. You can see here that Daniel has 75% engagement. That means he's interacting very regularly with prospects on the app. All of this you can export to CSV. You can also do some analysis around the content to see which is being viewed the most, which is the most popular. So there's a whole range of analytics that you can really test out how users are behaving, and you can react to that to make sure they get the best pre-arrival experience possible. So what we've seen is how people on the app engage with one another on a peer-to-peer basis. They also do that with the university admin staff as well. So you can personalize your administrator accounts, and from there you can message people directly one-to-one, or you can contribute to the chat groups. Another way of interacting with the people on the app is to use what Bangor are doing here, an ambassador info group, so that the Bangor staff can send information to the ambassadors, and then the ambassadors then can send it on to the prospects in the chat groups. Bangor are using the CampusConnect app in quite a niche part of the student recruitment cycle, from offer to arrival, and they've seen the conversion rate really rise in that period through use of the app. There we go. That's a very quick overview of the functionality that's available on CampusConnect. I know you've been in touch with my colleague Declan, so do feel free to get back with any questions, and I hope to see you soon. Thank